Hello and hola everybody, this is Rashreet and welcome back to Latte Learners. Always learn something new. Today's video, I'm gonna finish up ISS modules and I'm gonna move on to another brand series. Well, now that you know today's topic, let's get into the topic. But before I get started, please remember to subscribe, like, and share Latte Learners. The people who did it, thank you a lot. The people who didn't, now I know, so do so. And also, if you didn't, please remember to smash a like at Latte Learners Facebook page and follow Latte Learners at Instagram and Twitter. And now that I have explained all of this to you, let's go into the topic. Okay, now the first module I'm going to start with today is Harmony, or also known as Node 2. Harmony is a connecting module, and also it's a module that has 6 docking ports. A spacecraft could come and dock to Harmony, so then it could place cargo and astronauts down. Well, Harmony is also another little passageway that enters into international science labs and also other modules that are connected to it. Remember what I said? It's a connecting module. Anyways, Harmony's other purpose is that it's a utility hub. It's where oxygen, electrical power, water, all of these necessities of the ISS will be distributed from Harmony. First, PMA-2 had been relocated to the end of Harmony. Then, Harmony, along with PMA-2, had been relocated to the end of Destiny. Oh, and recently, America's Pride, SpaceX, had launched the Falcon 9 rocket to the ISS. And where did it dock to? PMA-2, which was attached onto Harmony. And for those pictures and videos, please remember to check out my Facebook and Instagram. Move on to Columbus, the ever-first European laboratory. Columbus is a European laboratory, as I said, and it has many different labs in it. The biolab, physiology, and even fluid sciences lab are some examples, but there's a lot more labs in it. Columbus was placed right next to Harmony. Now let's move on to Kibo, the ever-first Japanese module. It is split into two, The first part is the JPM, or Japanese Pressurized Module. For now, I'm going to call it Pressurized Module for short. And the next one is JPL, or Japanese Pressurized Logistics Module. I'm going to call that one Logistics Module. Well, let's start with the Pressurized Module's purpose. The Pressurized Module is basically a laboratory, while the Logistics Module is a place where all the extra equipment and samples are stored in. There's one more thing about Kibo I have to say. Kibo is the largest module of the whole ISS. It is so large that it doesn't have only 2 parts. It has a third one coming in. But it also has its own robotic arm, just like Canadarm2. Whoa, now that is amazing. Anyways, let's move on to Dexter. Dexter is another one of Canada's robotic inventions. Wait a second. There's Canadarm, MSS, Mobile Servicing System, and Dexter. These are all Canadarm's robotic inventions. Let's start with MSS. The MSS could move around the ITS, or the central backbone of the whole ISS, while Canadarm2 could grasp onto incoming spacecrafts and dock them to the ISS. It could also catch any particles that could do any threat to the ISS, and it could also do any repairs or station maintenance. So Canadarm with the MSS would be a great pair. But then Dexter could also repair the ISS with it. So Dexter could be placed right on top of Canadarm. So what we could say is that Canadarm is an arm, while Dexter is kind of like the hand. Now let's move on to JEF, or the Japanese Exposed Facility. JEF, since it's the Japanese one, it'll be placed with Kibo. Its purpose is that it's an ORU, or Orbital Replacement Unit. So that means that it's kind of close to ESP 1 and 2, but it's on the Japanese side. Now comes Poisk. It's another copy of Pierce. Anyways, what does Pierce and Poisk do? Since Poisk is just another copy of Pierce, both of them are docking compartments. Poisk is basically on the Russian side. Now comes ELC 1 and 2. ELC stands for Express Logistics Carrier, and it's a place where hardware is stored so that the ISS functions properly. Now comes Tranquility. Tranquility is node 3, which is the end of all the nodes. So, what's a node? I already said it's a connecting module. It's just like Harmony and Unity. Now comes Cupola. The Cupola is a European module. It's an observatory lab. Now comes ELC 4, and then ELC 3 with AMS. Wait, AMS? It stands for Alpha Magnetic Spectrometer. It's a place where people study antimatter. Now comes the last and final of all modules, which end the ISS modules. Bigelow Expandable Activity Module. Don't you think that's kind of long? Let's shorten that up to Beam. Anyways, when Beam was in its spacecraft, it didn't really take up that much space. But then when it was installed, it has been inflated. And in Beam, you get to study if this type of technology works and this doesn't. So as I told you, Beam ends it all. Anyways, the ISS only has funding until 2025. Hope that extends. And if it doesn't, we may see parts of the ISS repurposed for more space adventures. Anyways, now that the ISS is finished, so you might be wondering what my next series is. Well, my next series is Life on the ISS. In this one, I will be explaining to you how people eat on the ISS, how they sleep, how they even take a shower, and more super fun facts about this. Stay tuned, everybody. This is Ashrita signing off. Bye, friends. Adios, amigos.